I'm so
Quarterfinal number 2, LEERO, Spaghetti. Here we go, round 1.
Round 1. We're in Europe. This
No,
is what we're
you
want to
watch it. We're going to get to
Let's
it.
see if we got any information here quickly. Yeah, some signs down here they're going to look for very quick.
Imagine that, we'll get a Europe.
Get them started. It's time.
And they are
First
60
round.
seconds to move and pinpoint as accurately as they can.
I like watching move because it's like
some signs there, but it looks like
they get 75 Ks and very good guesses, but then again, like a lot of rounds they both get it, so then it's just like it's a waste of time. Like nothing happens.
Here, but
I mean,
Got a good one there, yeah.
That's
I think having 2 move games out of the first 3 games is kind of ridiculous in my opinion, but
checking in sign right
you know,
there.
I don't make the format or
LEERO's got
anything.
a .cz for any domain fans.
Always good to learn those. One of the first things that I recommend players should figure out. Your website domains.
That's pretty good to know. So Spaghetti hasn't, I don't know if he's actually been able to find those towns on that sign here. LEERO's come across a sign of his own.
Both of them have found a decent amount of signs, but I don't think either of them have found the 5K yet. Spaghetti's kind of been zooming in here on the west side, so I feel like he has a good feel.
Central
Or maybe I'm
versus
just being
west
trolled.
for round
No, it's
1.
just
LEERO
south.
a little bit closer to start us off.
Spaghetti 5K, that did not happen vertical, but I like that call out. I like the confidence that you're putting in Spaghetti right now.
And
I like that.
round 2.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Round 2 CG, talk to me.
Looking like the mountain west of the United States.
Yeah.
I would have waited to
The
guess
speed limit
Utah or
20
something
should be
like that
US.
here. We'll see. License plates are actually very
Spectator
helpful
view
in
is
the-
kind of
in the
rough
US.
sometimes.
See if
It's
these
kind of hard to
players look
see.
at those to get the state. There goes LEERO. Looks like an Idaho plate, maybe.
We've got an Idaho plate
he
call out
knows.
from
Both
Chicago
players
geographer.
getting
My
this
goat.
down there. LEERO very far
my
north
goat,
in
I mean.
Idaho. Very far
Baguette
north.
has Wallace,
Like
Idaho
my
in the
5th
post
favorite
office. And he's
geographer
found it. He's
player.
found
He
it.
found it. Oh, what a find.
Oh wow.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti is on that.
That's the
Hold
better
on.
moving player.
Spaghetti 5K might have.
Using that information very
Vertical,
well.
I think,
LEERO's
pre-fired
region
is Spaghetti
guess is
5K.
close nonetheless. But a very nice find from Spaghetti.
Not even 5K, doesn't
4.999.
Oh yeah, he is one of the best.
Going wild for that
I've watched a
one.
couple of
I
his
don't know if
US
that's getting
videos.
picked up by our mics
I need to
here.
get better at
Big
US,
applause
but I
there,
don't feel
so
like it.
Definitely
So
seeming like Spaghetti. You know, he's the fan favorite here. Home
I just hope I can
Yep,
find some signs because,
definitely
like, if I find a
fan
couple signs,
favorite.
it should be fine.
We're going around 3. If this was no move, this would be a tough one, but players are going to get started on this and hopefully find some information besides the trees.
Got some trees.
Yeah, these trees are not going to cut it for these players. They could probably still make a good region guess.
You have to get better at every country in the world. You know, I'm gonna have to agree with that. But as a duo, we're one of the best duos in all of North America, so I'm not too worried about
LEERO in
it.
Bulgaria locking it in.
Oh yeah, dude, some Cyrillic
Oh, we do
there.
have some
and
Cyrillic.
those white signs.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm never,
Yep.
without any signs here, I'm
Spaghetti's gonna
never
know it as
going
well.
Bulgaria.
Gonna be nearby,
ever.
but south
That's just
of
me
the
personally.
capital, Sofia. 3 seconds to go.
Very good guess out,
Spaghetti
Spaghetti there.
is gonna be closer there.
Only 400
Deal
damage.
A little bit of damage.
Yeah, really solid region guess. Looks like
Very
LEERO.
solid.
LEERO kind of just Sophia hedged.
My
a
vibe
little bit.
remaining in Bulgaria.
Yeah, Spaghetti's
Good
playing
vibe.
quite well to start.
Yeah, close game though nonetheless. Both
Yeah.
players above 5,000 health still.
Either
We're
Europe.
gonna go into round 4. Let's get them straight in here. What appears to be a Portugal, I
I
would
believe there was a
say.
Portugal plate right in front of us. And then
We have
the
some,
language
yeah, it
and
should just be
also
Portugal.
the polls.
Yeah,
Sort
They're
of
like the
coastal,
indent
but I
poles,
don't
but they
know.
have like
Can you see
holes in them.
coast there on LEERO screen, or is that a lake? No, maybe not coastal.
yeah, some sort of lake or river or something there.
Oh wow!
I was just saying,
LEERO's a
like,
quick- I mean,
without-
we were just saying
like,
this
literally,
as we
like,
were
on a
getting into the
no-move
game.
round.
LEERO,
Obviously, like
somewhere in
with
the 60s for
the signs and
60%
stuff, I would get
guess
Bulgaria.
first.
But like
Spaghetti's was 26, I think.
on
and we're
that, if there's
seeing
like
it
no
here,
move, I'm
LEERO
never getting Bulgaria.
So fast. And he's closest. And he's closest. I mean, this is going to be LEERO's
450
way
damage
to take Spaghetti on moving, just
in round
putting
4.
pressure
So far,
on and not
much
letting
more
Spaghetti
competitive
find
in
and
the first
use
game
any information. Round
in
5
the first
now,
series, I should
3
say.
times
But it's only been 4
multiplier.
rounds, so we'll see.
It's about halfway through. Let's get him started.
There are a lot, but I mean they're literally skippable after like 3
We,
seconds, so I can't really like
On
complain
that
too
sign
much.
is what we saw. Ting Ting Motor.
Does anyone see what's going
Wonder
on?
if you
I mean,
got
I can't read it.
Cotton on that. Hard for us to read there, but I think
Yeah, I
it
know.
must because Spaghetti's in.
I mean, can we like get a better
yeah,
spectator
he seems
system?
confident there. He
I need
got
it taken up the entire screen so I can actually see.
Wow.
10 seconds now. Can he find anything?
Uh-oh.
Find
Spaghetti,
anything?
I think, found something. He's immediately in.
He's got a little sign there for a shot, but no.
Oh, he's going west, Sumatra.
He didn't
That's
get Kabu
damage.
Potton.
That might be that's probably game. Yeah. Wow. Spaghetti takes game 1 off of an insane Indonesia guess.
Absolutely destroying LEERO with
Holy shit.
Spaghetti takes the dub.
FIFA
with
Luke,
that.
great to see you in
It's
here.
1-0.
What is going on, FIFA Luke?
1-0. People expected Spaghetti to be winning the moving games, and he's doing
Spaghetti
it
takes
in
the lead
first one.
1-0.
Gonna go on to no move
This is
now.
like, for a
Should
quarterfinal,
even
this is
things
kind of a
out
crazy
bit
matchup
for
in
these
my
two
opinion. I feel like
players.
these are two very
LEERO's
high
gonna
quality
be
players.
A little more
Like,
comfortable, but really, if he gets that
To me,
NPZ,
I don't know.
that's
This is kind
probably
of crazy
where he would do
quarterfinal
it.
in my
So,
opinion. This could
see
literally
what
be like
happens
a
after a
semifinal
very
or grand
nice
final in my
win
opinion.
for Spaghetti on only 5
players are very good.
rounds, and he still had 5,300 points.
FIFA Luke, glad to see you're in here.
Spaghetti just really put on a
Make sure you
great
get in a
show
couple
for us
hours
there
of
at
Rocket League for me
start.
today.
Spaghetti
I need to take
looking
a break
good.
from
Looking
MLB
good
this show.
as we go into the no moving now.
Yep. No more moving up and down the road anymore, everybody. 360 panorama upcoming as we move in to no move. Powered by Opera GX, of course. Shout out. Look at the players ready. They're looking, yeah, look at that. LEERO looks calm. LEERO looks calm. He doesn't like two-phase.
Yeah, he's ready to turn it around.
So cool, man.
After
He's
that,
so cool.
you know, he knows he has the good region guesses. He
Okay,
can do
here we
this
go.
and no moving. This is his way forward. He's got
Got
to stay
no
locked
move.
in.
I think
You're
no move and
right, okay.
NPC definitely
And
favors
I know
LEERO.
he can. No move.
See how he does.
Game 2. Take a look at what we're starting off on our round 1.
Pick it up
here.
1-0 in the series.
With the Daigo hat. Amazing. Daigo is in the building today, actually.
Whoa.
Shout out to Daigo. All right. Round number 1.
Got a
This
Western
is our 360 panorama.
US
the players we're
somewhere.
gonna get.
Don't need
Beautiful
CG
place.
to
Beautiful.
give a good
Very,
call out.
Very beautiful. Let's get him in there.
Let's do it.
Wow. Okay.
So, gonna be the U.S. here with those road
Center
signs.
clicking like
Yeah.
Utah,
In the
Nevada,
Southwest.
Looks like it. I like this
that
sort
like
of
corner.
Arizona.
Hold on, that's right where they're zooming into. Hold
maybe
on, let me cook.
Mexico. Do we have some balls
Let me cook.
to do there?
Yeah, I
Like
think
Nevada,
this is a safe
you know what I'm saying?
enough Arizona with this landscape. The really
Arizona, I
red
like that. I like that a lot.
sort of canyon landscape.
I was away from keyboard, but now I'm back. Good to hear that vertical. Great to hear that. We got a Western
Yeah,
US.
it could be a Utah as well. Spaghetti's looking
First
there.
round of game
LEERO
2.
zooms in as well. Yeah, I think it's definitely this sort of Four Corners area, by not far from the Grand Canyon.
This is where, when I'm playing, I click directly on the Four Corners monument.
FIFA Luke,
And
how's your
hope for the
weekend
best.
been?
The Four Corners edge. It's a good one.
They're definitely not going to do that here. Going to try and line something up, but again, we're already reaching the end of our round here. Only 10 seconds to go. Neither player's found anything that looks too great.
Spaghetti thinks we're off the side of a highway here. Let's see if he's right about that.
Yeah,
We're both kind of in that
run out. They're not too
southwest
far apart from
four
each other.
corner
It is
area,
gonna be
kind of.
Utah, farther
Four
north.
corner hedges label. I mean, that's what I'm
LEERO
doing
just slightly
immediately.
Closer.
That was Utah. I mean, I did
It
mention
was
Utah
off
as
the
the
side of
first
interstate
state.
as
That's
well,
all I'm
so
saying.
Spaghetti picked up on that.
That's all I'm saying.
But just was not looking at the right highway.
Yeah, and we go
Okay.
into round 2 here. Looking like Scotland, I would say. I think. Wow. Some sheep?
I think that confirms it.
That definitely
Got some
confirms
sheep.
it.
That'll
Should
do it.
be Scotland. Let's get him in. Let's get him going. Round 2. 1.5 times multiplier now. And Spaghetti start a little back and forth. Maybe he takes the round 2 here on game 2. Scotland shouldn't see too many points here. It's not a insanely mountainous area. These aren't massive mountains, so it limits. It's
We have
gonna
a
help, I
Max
guess, if it
North
limits
Scotland
your
call out
possibilities to some extent.
from
we actually have an Ireland here,
our
which
goat
I
vertical.
don't hate either. Definitely very
See where this
possible.
is?
Yeah, it might be the case of Irish grass in the middle of the road, actually.
True.
That's, one of the more controversial metas in GeoGuessr.
I'm gonna have to agree.
LEERO.
Like, I could see a Northern Ireland here.
UK for LEERO is what he's considering.
We have a North
here.
Ireland from LEERO. He's
Also
zooming in
gets
on it.
in Northern
Something about
Ireland,
like
but the country of
the
Ireland.
rockiness. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it.
Let's
Like,
see
I don't know if I would.
They're right about this.
I think If I'm by myself, I'm going Scotland here, but like in a team duel, I'm definitely sending one Northern Ireland.
Wait, LEERO's thinking about Scotland.
Yeah,
He's
LEERO's moved it to Scotland now.
I don't know. It's something about the
LEERO's moved it to
rockiness, but the grass makes
Scotland.
sense for
Timer's gonna
Scotland.
run
So.
out, and he's in.
And it is
Wow,
it's
but
Northern
Spaghetti,
Ireland,
that's a great
not
guess
Northern Ireland,
there.
if that makes sense.
1,600 points of damage on
Round two,
only
that's actually a lot of damage.
round 2.
Spaghetti, again, keeping up his great performance so far. Just confident in his region guesses.
In team duels, that's my 50-50,
And
yeah,
that's just the
exactly.
classic
I mean, Team
Ireland versus
Vertistrike is
Scotland,
getting
that
that
kind of
easy.
round. LEERO fell victim to it.
We got an Autumn.
Into it, it happens. I thought it was Scotland at first.
Yeah.
We have an
Fair.
Autumn.
But we go on.
You don't
to
really
round
get that
3,
too often, to
and
be
we're
fair.
in Russia. LEERO did list Russia as a weakness, CG.
He did.
Russian
Let's see.
Autumn.
This, yeah, could
Should be
a
like
bad
West,
position
right?
For him right now with
With
the
it being
double
Autumn.
damage as well.
I don't have too
Kind
much
of a
experience with it.
Interesting back road that we've got as well.
Yeah.
What is going on?
I had a
Not too
short
much to
session.
go off of some fall coverage. Players definitely will learn
Is
sort
that a
of
tilted?
when in the year certain
I think it is.
coverage was
Kind of hard to
taken
tell,
certain
but I think it
parts
is.
of
I think
the
you're
world.
right.
So especially in places like Russia, players definitely will know, okay, well maybe these oblasts, the coverage was taken in the fall, so I don't know if these players happen to know some information that specific. We have some...
When I see
relatively
Autumn,
different
Russia,
guesses
I
here.
immediately
Actually,
just go
Spaghetti,
like
I think,
west.
was much farther west than
Yeah,
LEERO was.
this is a quite big difference. So multipliers, if one of them is on it, this could be huge, especially for
It's always
Spaghetti
like-
extending that lead. Let's see.
Typically like near Moscow,
We're
like
running
border.
out 10 seconds.
Sometimes
Yeah,
more
this
south,
is-
like
is-
Belarus,
these are very
Ukraine
disparate
border.
guesses.
So
Spaghetti
far
is
apart
west,
here.
just south of
Wow,
Moscow.
okay, 2 times multiplier.
This could actually do a ton of
Timer is
damage to
gonna run
LEERO.
out.
This could be
is gonna
game.
Massive points if one of them's close.
Whoa.
And LEERO is.
Holy
LEERO, I
crap.
don't think Russia's your weakness. You're taking the game on it.
Wow.
Wow,
Not at
I did
all
not know
we
you
were
could get
expecting to
coverage
see
that
there.
far,
Spaghetti.
far in.
So
Autumn.
far west, and LEERO
That's
nailing
crazy.
the
That's a
region
great guess
there,
from LEERO.
Way out in Siberia. So
Wow.
impressive.
That's a great guess from
1-1,
LEERO.
guys. And maybe not the way we expected that to happen.
It's a bit surprising to me. I did not expect that
Or actually,
at
no.
all, to be
LEERO
honest.
won on the no moving. This is what we expected.
This is,
This
I would
is
say
what we
this is
expected
way,
to see.
what we expected.
That's actually
But
kind of
maybe
crazy
not
to me.
that dominantly.
Yeah.
I mean, it
All right,
is
so we got
one
1-1 in the
amazing
series.
guess there that does it for LEERO. And Spaghetti
LEERO
was playing
ties it
very
up
well,
after
no
a
move, but
dotted Russia.
Again, predictions possibly, would have said that's how we're gonna start it off.
Yeah.
I think if it keeps up like that, we're getting an MPZ, CG.
I think so. It's shaping up that way. But yeah, as we see with these
All right,
games,
game 3.
like just one single match like this, even in a country like Russia where LEERO thinks he's not that great at it, that can win you the game. So you never know what's going to happen in this format, guys. It's a 1-1 as we go back to the moving format.
Yep, back to moving. Spaghetti's gonna be happy to be here. Can he take another moving? We're gonna find out right now. Right now. Wait,
Right
right
now.
now.
Hello?
And
And
now.
now.
Hello?
We're trying to time it. We're not timing it correctly, guys, but
There we go.
there it is. Round 1.
Here we go, guys. Let's do it.
Let's get the players off on this one. Let's get them straight in. Don't want to make them wait. So we can move up and down the road anymore. Again, of course, 60-second.
What's your favorite game mode?
LEERO is not gonna let Spaghetti find anything. However,
Personally, mine's no
he
move.
still has. But they're
To
both
me-
on the same island here south. Mindanao here.
My favorite is probably no move,
Does he have it?
but I'm
Maybe.
definitely best
I
at
think he
moving.
knows this. Yeah, the late.
So,
Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yep.
Like,
Very
I think
nice
I
there
win
from
a lot
Spaghetti.
more on
No
moving.
multiplier, so it's not going to be a ton of health.
So it's kind of
Good
my
start,
favorite, but
good
also
confidence
like
booster
I feel like it's more fun to
with
play no move
Spaghetti
because it's
being
more
back on
challenging
that
at times.
moving, his
That makes
comfortable
sense.
mode, and we go into round 2.
Yeah, the Philippines, again, one of those countries where you get information like that on signs, and Spaghetti's going to know.
I know you're not much of a moving guy.
Round 2 here. Look at
But I think it's fun.
Australia.
We actually see another Google card there at the
Can get
start?
boring at times though, because
I
like
think we did.
Spaghetti had
it's just kind of like whoever finds a sign
That's
first.
kind of crazy too. Yeah, the old coverage. And again, LEERO.
We had a
is
yellow
walking.
license
He's
plate.
not
Should be New
here
South
today.
Wales. LEERO went Queensland.
Signs and he's gonna use them. LEERO up
Could
in
just be bait,
Queensland
could
and
be
Spaghetti's
bait.
in New South Wales. Wait, he's made his way up. Oh,
It is
and it's
northern-
actually gonna be in between them.
New South Wales.
But
Not too much damage.
okay,
Moving's fine. It's
300
just my
points there.
weakness.
Spaghetti's gonna
I mean,
extend that
make it your
lead.
strength.
And we're gonna move
I mean,
on
clearly
round
you need to be good at it
3.
because
Yeah, Spaghetti
2 of the first
actually,
3
he has it
rounds
flawless right now.
are
so
moving, which is insane to me.
Get.
Yeah.
Gonna keep it up.
We'll see if he continues it. This is our round 3 here. Oh, I moved a bit. But I got us in there in the end. Round 3.
Here we go.
Some, black Google car, very deserty. It should just be Peru.
Yeah.
I like this very far south near our
Immediate
from LEERO. He's
South
playing
Peru
so
guess
quick right now.
from LEERO.
He just really does not want Spaghetti to find any information.
Spaghetti is
5 seconds to go.
just
Spaghetti's using it.
slightly more
5-4.
south than
Can
him,
he
so it shouldn't be
figure
too much
something out
damage
with
either way
this?
here.
He's by Takna.
You going max south.
No, farther up the coast.
It's right up the coast.
LEERO is going to break the flawless with that, deal a little bit of damage,
600 damage.
even out the game a bit. And we're going to go on to round 4. This is what we're looking at, round 4 here, everybody. This is what we got. Let's get him in. Looking like a Brazil. Oh my god, LEERO is playing so fast. LEERO is playing so fast.
Yeah, instantly. He just looks around.
I gotta respect how LEERO is playing right now.
LEERO's average
He knows
guess
this
time is on this
is
game.
It's
Spaghetti's
gotta be under
like
10 seconds.
Under
right now.
10, it
There's
has to
no
be.
way.
Spaghetti has
Yeah.
the
Spaghetti
Spaghetti's
seconds
definitely
left.
stronger on
Going
moving
Sao
than him,
Paulo.
so he's kind of just ascending.
Downtown Sao Paulo, and it's a great guess actually.
Works out.
Just outside of the city,
1100 damage to LEERO.
points with the multiplier.
That's how quick LEERO guessed. That's a
And
pretty
we
solid
move
guess.
on to round 5. Spaghetti up quite a decent bit now.
You
A
didn't
very
type
nice
that,
lead.
Cap.
Looking like Canada, I would say, unless CG you're gonna tell me I'm very wrong and it's the United
Yo,
States.
Bloom, I think you're on the money. I think this is out in the prairies of Canada somewhere.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Let's see.
Gonna try and look for some information here. The
I like that
players
call
don't
it from
have some
CG,
plates
my
here.
goat.
For instance,
With
Manitoba
a
plates,
center
very
plains
recognizable. They might be able to see one of those if it was Manitoba.
Canada call out.
But I didn't look like it was one.
I'm not going to disagree with
Yeah, it seems like a pretty small town. So even if they get the name,
Yeah.
which Spaghetti does right there, does he know where that is? Let's see.
He's zooming in like he knows where it is.
Oh my
but
goodness.
No, I think he's just gonna start scanning. Thinking it's Saskatchewan, which I like. Makes a lot of sense. Some more
For the
information
Manitoba,
there and some
Saskatchewan
signs, but
call out.
doesn't seem to be
From
super
vertical.
visible. This is a very small little town.
Yeah,
I mean, if you
just
name
out in the
two
prairies
of them,
somewhere,
you can't be
little-
wrong,
little
surely.
farming town. So it's really going to come down to
In a small village. Probably
If they find it
not
on the map in
findable
20
unless
seconds,
you've...
Spaghetti is
I
looking
mean, probably not
furiously
findable
right
for
now.
these guys, realistically.
Trying
Maybe it
his
is. Maybe they've
best
had it
to
before,
find
but
that town name.
I think they're going to have to
LEERO
find
is
something else.
moving.
If they want to actually, like,
Doesn't look
5K.
like he's gonna find anything. 10 seconds to go. Once again, coming down to a region guess.
Let's see if any of them get lucky here with 3 seconds.
They're kinda near
to
each
go.
other.
Not gonna happen.
Both in,
making
like...
pretty much the same guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are. I mean, close guesses.
Yeah, great.
Close
Pretty
guesses.
close.
Great edging there. That works out.
Only 20 damage, round 5.
Well, 21 points for LEERO.
Yeah, 21. 21. We had a 20 earlier. Now we got a 21.
Yeah, just working our way
Look at
up.
these
Yeah,
trees.
we'll
Look
get
at
a
this
22 damage
vegetation.
round. Moving up in the world, CG.
Oh, yes.
Dollar General.
This
I mean, you
round.
can always count on Dollar
Yeah,
General.
round 6.
Come on now.
Game started.
Definitely in the U.S.
Yeah.
this time. Dollar General.
Dollar General.
Oh, yeah.
Dollar
Hallmark
General, man.
sign.
You can always count on
And
it.
it's going to be in the south somewhere with these pine trees.
Whoa. Spaghetti's going straight in.
At this time,
Do you see something?
Get this
What?
time flips the script and is in quick.
I do think it is North Carolina. We saw LEERO look at that license plate. I think that's what that was.
Wow.
Ooh, could be
Let's
a
see where he
license
goes.
plate
He's gonna
call
go to
out.
North Carolina as well. So they're both going to be there.
I didn't even see
And
the plate.
LEERO's
LEERO.
closer. Oh, wow.
Okay.
That was
Really nice guess.
That's so fast.
2,000
and they both got
damage.
the state. I'm impressed there.
Very
Spaghetti's not
impressive,
happy with
and that's
that.
A big hit.
He's
2100
crashing out over there.
2,100 points of
He's
damage.
not happy with his guess, I think.
Let's get them into round 7 here.
Got some alternating
Wow.
pulls.
Both players above half health as we enter round 7 with only a couple more rounds left to go. That's what we're looking at. Let's get them in. Get them started. What does that say?
Instant
Wow.
Argentina.
Very
Same.
quick guess, Northern Argentina. It should be Northern Argentina. That's what it
I mean,
looks
with
like
these
here.
polls, Gen 4
But it seemed
car.
like there could have been some signs close by.
Now that we have
Spaghetti's
the
trying
Gen
to
3
find
black
no,
car,
it doesn't
so,
actually seem
yeah.
like there is. Ooh, okay, he's
No doubt,
almost
Argentina.
went very far south. But nope, they're now in the same province, and it is
LEERO.
correct.
The beautiful North Arch guess.
Wow, so that's going to be
1,500 damage.
points with the multi. Wow, okay, so LEERO really extends his lead here. And we
LEERO
head
has a
into
big lead.
round 8.
Round
LEERO might take the moving.
This is a crazy moving game so far, and
I would have been closer than
I
them
think
there.
we have our first
I
Japan
mean,
of
I'm not
the
doubting
day.
you, Vertical.
I
You are the
think
number 1
we
NA player in the
do.
world.
Let's get
So,
them into
makes sense.
Japan. Spaghetti. If he can find some signs, we know LEERO's not reading them, so
Holy.
he's gonna guess super
LEERO
fast.
just
There it goes.
immediately
He does
clicking.
not want Spaghetti to find anything.
Okay, Spaghetti's got a poll. He's going to check for the poll plates, which are regional in Japan. He can get the region guess. Does he know? 5 seconds. Did he get it?
Oh,
Kansai?
guesses are close, even though he had some info.
Good guess from
but
Spaghetti,
is
but
closer.
that's damage, actually.
That's 2,800 points of damage,
Ooh,
though. And
Spaghetti takes the
Spaghetti
lead.
This game is so bad.
This game will probably end
so
on health.
close.
I don't think this will
2 more rounds left. What is about to
reach
happen?
all the way full to round 10. I think with 5 times and
Unbelievable
5.5
stuff
times,
going down
their
now.
health, one of
This
their
is
health
our
should go.
round 9. A tough one with some snow coverage.
Got some snow
him
coverage,
in.
which should be a decent
Yeah, this
sized
is,
country here.
I don't know what to make of this round. Let's see what these players make of it. Is it Norway?
I didn't know if it was
Norway could
Norway.
be a very
It looks
good
like it
shout
with the
here.
mountains and snow
looks
poles.
like
Loki
it
did
is.
not
They
know.
Move out to a more main road here. Yeah.
Actually,
Or-
shorter
No, his
dashes,
Swedish
so
lines, his
Sweden would be
Swedish
better.
lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, he moved to the main road just to make
That
sure
very
the
first
country.
thing
Yeah,
that we saw
got the
was
Swedish
kind of looked
dashes
like
on the
long
side of the
dashes, but we have some
road.
shorter dashes,
Very
so should be
classic
Sweden.
thing many players learn early on in GeoGuessr, these short dashes. Wow, but
LEERO
LEERO
closer, that
actually gonna
might be game.
closer. Neither guess too accurate,
will
but
be.
LEERO
So LEERO
close
takes a 2-1
enough
lead.
and actually wins the moving.
I mean, why are there dogs barking outside?
That
Are we
flips
serious?
things around from what we expect. LEERO winning in the moving against Spaghetti. And
I
he's up
dislike snow
2-1
coverage
now.
unless it's Kirik, I mean.
This match is shaping up to be a
not
wild
gonna
one,
disagree
guys.
with that.
We are heading into no moving after this, but Spaghetti can get spot.
Under, it's really, and we're in a position.
All right, game
where
4.
whoever takes this, it's gonna win the matchup.
Here we go.
This could be the match, guys. It's 2-1 LEERO, and it's back to no moving.
Back to no move. Should we predict? Oh, I was gonna do the now thing,
Ah.
but it just started right
We're
away.
a little
this
too
time.
late.
It started right away. This is our round 1. Looking like
This is like the 8th round we had this.
Scotland, probably, but I said
Had this
Scotland
round
last
8
time, it
times
was
so far.
Ireland,
Yeah, let's see if it's another repeat of that. Here we go, guys.
Let's take a look. Get them in. Get them started. Players locking in. LEERO looking calm.
Here we go, game 4.
He's definitely looking a lot more composed now.
Yeah, I would say so too. He looked calm before, but now it looks like
It's time for
really
Spaghetti to
settled
turn up his game. I agree, Vertical. He needs to show that he can compete. He took game 1.
Landscape on this one.
I mean,
It was a
LEERO
good
has to
game
be
1 from
feeling
him,
good right
but
now. I would assume he expected probably to lose both of the moving games. And
LEERO's been
if he wants to
outplaying
take
him
the
last
match,
couple
he Probably
games.
assumed he'd have to do it on NMPZ. So he's sitting in a nice spot right now.
We have yet another UK round.
Good.
So let's see what these players are thinking. Looks like Spaghetti is hedging text of the UK on the map,
Yep.
which is valid.
Click title.
Moving a little more to the Lake District, and LEERO's way up in Scotland, quite
Yeah.
far up. But it's just the first round. Won't see too many points.
Yeah, shouldn't be too bad with no multiplier, and they're both not too far away, but it's a difference in guesses for sure. Is Spaghetti gonna move it up? No, he doesn't.
Wow. Spaghetti center clicks and dots, and that's actually 1,000 damage.
Spaghetti. I mean, 859 for a round 1 is
About 900 damage first round, which is actually a lot,
especially in a
low-key.
country like the UK, not that huge. So a round 1 pickup of that many points there. Spaghetti's got to be happy. Sets the stage to bring it to 2-2 perhaps, but we will see. It is early.
It is early, and we go on to our
The
round
Kazakhstan
2,
here.
looking like Kazakhstan, and this man has some drip. I cannot lie.
Wow.
Let's get him started.
Feels straight out of Peaky Blinders.
This
almost.
one's hard to
He
read
might
because I
have been
can't
from
really
the
tell
England round
what the
there.
season is.
Yeah, good point.
Let's see, though. This is a small town, Kazakhstan. Can kind of be tough and no moving. It comes down a lot to knowing the differences in the cars and the seasons. A country sort of similar to Russia in that sense, which is really
Kind of hard to tell this season, low-key.
Well, let's see if these players know. First Kazakhstan of the day.
First Kazakhstan of the day.
I would go like,
green, so,
he's just going-
It rules out certain areas, especially western Kazakhstan.
I would say definitely not
Wow,
west.
this is a big
I don't know, it doesn't
difference
look
in
like
guesses.
too
We get very
summerish.
far
Definitely looks like
south,
fall or
leaving Astana,
like
and he locks it
earlier
into.
late winter maybe.
Pressure's now on for Spaghetti to follow. 10
Like
seconds
it's actually
to
this
go,
one's
and
kind of hard to
his
read because
lead
it's not like
is
fully
still
winter, so
far
it shouldn't be south.
See if he keeps it there.
I like a.
Oh, he's gonna move it up.
I think
Okay,
northeast
it's
is
much
probably
closer,
best.
Much closer,
Yeah,
and it's
and it is
north of
north.
Astana. LEERO will be the closest
That was actually,
there.
I think, a difficult
Wow.
Kazakhstan on
800
no
points
move.
back.
Yes,
You couldn't
Spaghetti
really get the
saved
full
himself there. Even with that switch, he
car
lost
meta, and
800,
the season
so
was
if he
kinda
stayed
difficult
south, that would have
to
been
read.
devastating.
Yeah.
We have a very even game now.
Very even game as we're starting off our round 3. That's what we're looking at. See what the players do with this. Interesting location.
This is...
I almost want to say Philippines or something. This is weird.
Yeah, we have this field of banana plants. It looks like Spaghetti does think it's Philippines.
Spaghetti thinking Philippines there. A difficult location nonetheless. It's very dry.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it could be farther north in Luzon, which sometimes gets a bit dry, but yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah, definitely hard to say. This is a tough location. We have no idea what LEERO is thinking yet. He has yet to even open the map. He's looking at everything he can.
I think LEERO is confused a little bit. I don't know what... I think Spaghetti is also confused.
Time so far in this match.
Yeah, this is
10 seconds left. We got a Philippines.
He's thinking Mindanao.
Could be like an early banana plantation, possibly. Which, if that's what it is, that would make perfect sense for Southern Philippines, and it does. I just learned about the banana plantation meta. If you see like an actual plantation of the banana trees, it's pretty much South Island pretty much every single time.
Round 4, Spaghetti's already on 3,000 health.
Just so you know, vertical.
Yeah, this is
You gotta watch out because you'll see the trees everywhere, but like if it's like an actual plantation like that was, it should be south like every time.
To stop himself from sliding down like this. Round 4.
Because I've seen some of them before. I'm like, holy crap, I am slamming south, but then it wasn't actually a full plantation, so then it wasn't. But yeah.
Is this a Mexico? Hard round again, getting some difficult ones. This is a tough map that we've had.
I'm gonna have to leave this up to the press.
It definitely seems to be the case. Especially thinking back to the AIM and Feneb game.
Yep.
Some blunders happened. So yeah. What will these guys do on this round? 30 seconds to go. I like the Mexico shout from Blue Bloom.
Is it ever like Colombia though? I think. Oh, yep. Spaghetti going Colombia.
They're both in Colombia right now. I actually don't know. So from what they're looking at, I mean, I'm not really sure.
Narrow down any region guess. They're really taking their time on this one.
Okay, LEERO
going more north Colombia.
It's pretty dry, and far north can look like this. So he's going to move it up farther north in the end.
And it is max North Colombia.
Again, just going to continue to chip away that damage.
LEERO is dominating Spaghetti right now.
Half of his remaining health.
Like Spaghetti's putting in solid guesses, but LEERO has been region guessing like perfectly.
Keep up that pressure, and match is yours.
One more good guess from LEERO, and this one's over.
This is what we have for our round 5. Let's get him in.
What is this? What is this game? What game am I watching right now? I'm giving it a thumbs down on Steam. 0 out of 5 rating.
Started a tough one again. This no move map. Very difficult. I think it should be... Wow, hard one. I was going to say, yeah, European. I like Austria.
Actually,
I can see that.
Personally, I have no idea. I'm center clicking Central East Europe and calling it a day.
Yeah, kind of hard to get a grasp on. I mean, I think that poll that we have there is sort of abnormal, or not exactly helpful for region guessing. So this is, yeah, it's going to come down to landscape vibes.
I think someone's mowing their lawn. I'm not sure what that sound is.
Romania, while Spaghetti is in Austria, sort of on the Slovenia border, very close by. So very distant.
I think Romania, Slovakia. I haven't really looked. I need to actually look here.
It's Serbia. This has to just be a hedge on his part here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm hedging. I'm hedging. What does that even mean?
Up in health by this
Idiot.
much, 3 times
I'm hedging like
just trying to play it safe.
Exactly where LEERO is actually.
And
it's Croatia.
It is Croatia. Wow. Okay.
And that is another 300 damage.
And then decided to hedge, I think, to include possibly Romania there by going that far east. But in the end, it was just Croatia.
Yeah, really interesting round, and you get a bit of insight into the way players hedge and make their decisions. It was a fascinating one to see there. And
okay, we got an Indonesia here.
Next round.
Got some tiles going on.
Indonesia for the round 6 here.
Didn't really see too much else there in the preview.
I don't know if it'll be readable for them. We'll see. They're probably going to zoom in on it there. Yeah, LEERO's trying to take a look
at that.
What does that say? But
what does that say?
Hard to tell what that says.
Again, yeah, signs are so critical in Indonesia almost all the time.
Can't really read in it from this view. They might be able to read it, but I don't think so. 'Cause none of them have zoomed in on anything yet.
First thing you got to do, but it doesn't look legible.
Yeah, I would assume you'd get the Kabupaten on one of those.
There's a little mixture of both like the fake tile and the metal roofs.
Tops because there is differences in the way the electricity.
So I think I like LEERO's guess here, and they're both on it.
In Indonesia can help.
West Sumatra, yeah.
But it looks like both players are in.
I think with the mixture of roofs,
I definitely like that region guess.
Kind of the
architecture and landscape here.
Landscape with just like CG's saying.
He's so
I actually love these guesses. I'm not gonna lie.
Is that the 5K?
Wait, did he just?
Holy crap, Spaghetti just 5K. That's actually insane that you're getting that. I'm not gonna lie.
What is that?
1800 damage.
Round 6.
That keeps him in it. Maybe some momentum.
Gets the 5K.
Maybe some momentum.
Deals a nice hit to LEERO's health, and he stays in it.
He was able to read that sign just barely and knows where it was on top of it. Impressive work.
Yeah, really nice lineup there. And now we go into round 7. Spaghetti, will you take us to NMPZ? You gotta do it here. Only a
Got some
couple
interesting
rounds
pavement going on here.
left to go with that 10-round limit. Let's see what they're thinking on this. This road feels
southern Brazil.
Feels very southern Brazilian.
Like that guess for
Gesture
sure.
Noble over there.
But the polls don't necessarily look it, but it should just be southern Brazil here.
Yeah, I'm wondering it's not ever the panhandle of Argentina here, is it? It should be Brazil.
I think with the pavement, my first thought was Brazil.
But yeah, it's possible.
It's gonna be in that area for sure. Yeah, you go see Spaghetti going real close to Argentina.
Yeah, he might be sort of hedging in case it is over there. Because yeah, none of these polls look like the Brazil polls.
Yeah, these polls are interesting.
It should just be
for
Brazil
sure.
nonetheless. I have to say, it just makes the most sense. They're committing it as well, but they are taking their time, really considering everything that they possibly can. So LEERO is farther south than Spaghetti is, and
this
the
is
timer
difficult,
is
but I think it's southern Brazil makes sense here.
We'll see.
Wow, that's gonna be game.
The LEERO with 4 times multiplier will win the match.
LEERO takes it 3-1. So far, we haven't had a sweep yet. This one's 3-1 to LEERO.
That was all he needed to take the match in Spaghetti after
Next up, we'll have the semifinals. We'll have Zigzag versus, I think, LEERO. I'm not sure. We'll have Zigzag up next in the semifinals.
Very
we'll have Sheena up as well.
Standing in
yeah, so it should be pretty entertaining.
And I don't know if
APAC Major continues.
But there's the clapping. There they are.